everyone. This is Gwen the Ducky, and this is
Wicked the Alien.
welcome to first episode of season two of the Ducky Alien Files. Again, I hope everyone has had a wonderful summer. Just so you know, we
Yes.
have uploaded our first episode of Ducky and Alien of season two on our main channel. So please check that out if you haven't.
Yes. Today we're talking about those vampire facials. Oh, those things are annoying.
Oh, not just annoying, but rather pretty dangerous
Deadly.
and can lead to some,
Hepatitis?
yeah, hepatitis A, B, or C, I think. Hmm. I actually watched a few videos on vampire facials, actually, one of which from Dr. Yoon, I think, and Pedal Palmer as of recently.
Yes. So
And Pedal
familiar
Palmer
so you
did a very
familiarize
nice
your
take on a, oh my gosh, why are we interrupting each other? Continue.
uh, so you familiarize yourself with the vampire facials, these acts of stupidity.
Yes, because you never know what type of blood-related illness you can get from that. And
Yeah.
how it first came to prominence was an episode of the
Oh boy.
spin-off of
Yeah.
the Kardashians known as Chloe and Kim Take Miami. There was this one episode where Kim goes to the surgeon to try out vampire facials. Spoiler
Uh,
alert, she would since regret it.
Thank God she would regret it.
But unfortunately, the damage was done as a lot more people have been getting vampire facials. And
Oh,
granted, not all cases of vampire facials are bad. Some have a lot of good results. But unfortunately, as in the case of the majority of the
the
women
cases.
that received vampire facials, they either end up getting an infection or ended up at an increased risk of infection, notably HIV or hepatitis, like you stated earlier.
Hmm. That's
And
right.
there was a woman by the name of Maria Gutierrez.
Oh
She's,
yeah, that
I think
bitch.
she's a Mexican national, from what I can understand. She was unlicensed, yet was delusional in the thinking that she was,
Licensed and stuff, which is kind of ridiculous if you ask me.
considering that she did have a license at some point, but from what I understand, it expired
I
some
was going to
time
say, don't those
ago.
things usually expire?
Yes, of course. Oh, there were a bunch of women that told stories about what this woman did to them in regards to those vampire facials. Some
Yes,
of which,
I've heard of those stories. Some of them are pretty horrific.
some of them, and while they didn't end up HIV positive, they feared that they're gonna test positive someday. And that's really not the way to live.
Yeah, that having something hanging over your head is a kind of fudged up way to live. I mean, that's just ridiculous to have to be afraid of your own blood because of a dingbat like that.
Who wouldn't be, in all honesty?
I know. Can I tell you my on here the story about my birth mother?
You can,
Since we're on the
yes.
top, she had hepatitis B, gave it to me when I was born. I ended up
Oh,
fighting it off.
oh my God.
I actually fought the little bastards off. Excuse my language, but the little virus is off.
How are you able to fight those viruses off? Like,
Um, that I'd like to know that myself. I just did. My body just was smart enough to do so. Not saying that everyone else's body is not valid, but some people's immune systems are a lot stronger than others, and I guess type B Hepatitis is a little bit more combatable than hepatitis C, what you really don't want to get.
No, hepatitis C is worse.
I guess I know why they use the word C, the C, because I would say something, but I wouldn't want to say it here.
Honestly, I didn't really know that you had any form of hepatitis.
That was when I was a wee little kid.
Yeah, and yet you fought it off, and that's
Hmm.
why I didn't even notice any hepatitis. I always thought you were pretty healthy besides the mental illnesses you have.
Oh, I'm a healthy one, but it's just the mental illnesses that I have that are the pain. Now back to Gutierrez
Oh
and her
yes.
causing a lot of poop for these women.
Oh yeah. Basically, a lot of people wanted her to be, they wanted to reject her plea for getting a license, considering all the damage that she has caused these women.
Yes, all the
Honestly, I
damage.
agree with these people that she should not be licensed, as it is already too little too late. And I
She
wouldn't.
really, she really fucked up a lot of people's lives. Excuse my language.
Yes, I actually saw there were posts on Reddit, according to Pedal Bomber, that actually mentioned that basically there were red flags from the get-go with regarding the woman and her clinic.
The woman in her clinic, yeah, or the VIP spa, as it was called.
Yeah, VIP spa, there we go. Yes, there were red flags, believe it or not.
Yeah, like they didn't use the proper cleaning supplies. They used
Nope.
house cleaners and stuff like that. And it's like, uh, and they
And things
didn't
were
throw,
improperly cleaned, might I add.
yeah, and they did not throw away their needles properly, or
That too.
or they reuse the needles thinking these pathogens didn't exist. Well, hello. When you
Hello,
are
yeah.
either being a tattoo artist or if you're going to be into anything that involves the BLOOD, I would suggest that you don't reuse needles, as this is how you can really screw things up. You have to treat everyone as if they might have the blood-borne pathogen.
Needles should be disposed of after each one use.
Person.
Where, yes, that
Yes.
person, use person, same difference.
Yeah, and then they have to be in a biohazard box, and the sharp box, as
Yeah,
is it
those
called?
red bags that has the label on it.
Yep, I know which ones you're talking about, but
Yep.
they need the tattoo parlors have them.
Oh, they do.
Everywhere has them. That's good that
Yeah,
I've been to.
they're very sanitized, very clean. They dispose of needles after each use, right? Tattoo parlors dispose needles after each use. I'm just wondering
Yeah, they
if
do
those.
that.
Oh
They
wow,
have the
I didn't know that
little
about tattoo parlors. I thought those needles never get thrown away, to be honest, since it's tattoo parlor. I
right
never
away.
imagined that. I didn't even know that. So yeah, so they
Yeah,
throw away needles just like they do hospitals and know,
yep,
like that in some places that give out vampire facials. Believe it or not,
that
there are
are
reputable
reputable.
places that give out vampire facials, and but at least they do a good job that I know of.
Mm-hmm. I
So we
didn't know
must
you could
not
do
forget
a good
those.
job at that. I
Well,
didn't
hey,
know you
get
can do a good job at doing vampire facials. I thought they were always botched because of that Gutierrez bitch.
oh no, no. There are plenty of people that actually got the proper certification and proper education to
Good.
gain the credentials needed for those type of facials or practically
Yes.
anything involving injecting needles for that matter.
You need some kind of certification.
Yes, certification is important. Education's important. Trade schools are important for this type of stuff. Trade
Or
schools
you
that
can,
specialize in medicine, that is. Oh
or
gosh.
tattooing.
Yes, tattooing too.
Mm-hmm. Because that involves pricking the skin.
Oh yes, anything involving breaking the skin.
Yep, that's important to learn how to do it properly, clean it properly and stuff, or you can really screw up someone's life that way. Hmm. I don't blame some people having a fear of needles after I watched that particular Petal Palmer one because it's like, yeah, I can see why some people don't like the things.
Absolutely. Heck, my friend, she is definitely scared of needles.
I think she has a right to be because they can be scary if you reuse the damn things or anything like that. They are horrible.
Not like she would ever get one of those
I
anyway.
know the
Personally, for me, I would never want a vampire facial, by the way, just because I don't want any needles on my damn face. Because for one, no, I cringe at that.
it's cringeworthy. I believe it.
Not just cringeworthy, but you just never know where that blood came from. Well,
The blood came from, yeah.
actually, come to think of it, I remember that vampire facials involve the use of one's own blood injected into the face, to look younger,
And
because
more
that's what vampire
vital.
facials are for. And it's
Yeah,
named after Dracula, from what I understand. You know how vampires like to suck blood?
Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yes,
Yes, if I remember correctly.
I think I have the book, but I need to read it one time and find it.
I
But
don't have the book in
that's
my
what
possession.
I think I do. But anyways, it's very. Uh, that's where the idea came from was because the vampires have to suck blood in order to look better, to feel better, to be re-energized and stuff.
Oh, younger and re-energized, technically.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, and there's another case of an example of using others' blood to make oneself look younger. And yes,
Oh
it's another
God.
Dracula type story. You ever heard of Elizabeth Bathory?
Bathory, yes, I've heard of her. She would try to bathe herself in the girls' blood or drink the blood of the girls.
That's correct.
Yeah, she
One hell of a
tortured
story.
those girls.
She did. God, I still remember when I first heard about that.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy pasta.
I've actually watched a movie on that many years ago. I think it was either at home or in class at school.
Oh
But
boy, I bet that made your brain turn.
it did. It really did. It just made my
Yep.
mind boggle at how anyone would bathe in the blood of girls, let alone young children.
I didn't know about the young children shit. I did not know about that. I just knew about the girls. I didn't know about the children. Now this woman's on my to get rid of list. I know she's dead, but still, I'd like to throttle her that she went after children
Yeah, same here. Yeah,
because
same
that's
here, believe
not
it or not.
fun.
Nope.
Hurting children is lower than COVID,
Right.
lower than blood-borne pathogens. At least the blood-borne pathogens have purpose in life, whereas people who hurt children, I scratch my head and wonder why are they on this damn planet?
It's quite the mystery to me too, but it is
Yes,
what it is. It
yep,
happens, and we can
yeah,
only learn from it, to be quite honest
yeah.
with you.
We have to learn from those serial killers and all those dingbats to be better human beings.
Yes.
And even learn from Maria Gutierrez because she wasn't a stand-up human being either.
Oh, she was way less than a stand-up human being, more like a stand-down human being for because
Yes,
she basically gave a lot of women
bloodborne
H HIV or hepatitis
yes,
or what have you. He really did.
hepatitis C is what you get from the blood to blood contact. Hep B is from mother to child.
Another child. At least in the times of Elizabeth Bathory and Dracula, vampire facials, as we know today, did not exist.
That's right.
And now we have a new vampire as of modern times, and it's the needle. Who knew?
Yeah, the needle.
Those dang needles. But as long
Yeah,
as it's administered by a certified
profession.
professional, then it's all good in the hood. And
Yes. Honestly,
there's
I
not significant
believe
any
that.
harm.
Yes, that's true.
Who knows that you could get sick from your own blood? You would think that you would get sick from other people's blood if
Yeah.
tainted needle got into you, but no, it had to be from our own blood of all things.
Oh, really? I did not. I didn't hear about that part, but that is interesting to hear about.
At least that's what it's implied from what I've learned about the whole vampire facial situation so far.
I guess the body thought it was a foreign substance and said, "Get the hell out."
That is a possibility, actually.
Hmm.
And pardon us if anything we say seem like we don't know anything, because frankly, we don't know it all. We know it all. We're just giving our opinions on this based on what
Yeah,
little we know of it so far. So, and that's
that's
my point.
right.
Bear with me and her on this. Go easy
That's
on us.
right.
If anyone has more information about the whole vampire facials thing, you can comment below what you know about it, as well as leave an article in your comment when possible. Just please be
Yes.
respectful. It's all we ask.
Yes, be respectful. That's all we ask. I
Man,
think she
man, oh
should have
man,
got
it's
life
time.
in prison. I think she should have got life in prison if you ask me.
I agree. I agree. That's
Or
definitely,
as the zapper.
yeah, that's definitely a life sentence right there. Considering those women having to deal with the disease that was inflicted upon them by this woman for the rest of their lives, it's only fair that she serves a life sentence in order to be held accountable for her
Yeah,
part in those crimes. Because basically, that's what it is. They're crimes. Simple as that.
crimes against, more or less crimes against humanity, in my opinion, because really, you shouldn't do that to another human being.
Yeah. And you notice that she is very manipulative as well.
Machiavellian, the dark triad again, which means she's very evil.
Yes, she perfectly knew full well what she's doing and trying to excuse her way out of it, trying to polite her way out of it, if you will, rather, because you know how manipulators tend to polite their
Yeah,
way out of trouble. Who knew
I've
that being
seen
polite could be a
them.
form of manipulation?
I've
Because
heard of that.
in that, you notice in that clip, she seemed to be very polite and well
Oh,
mannered in
oh,
the
yeah,
way that she's
that's the sign of a psychopath
dressing.
there.
I seen the crime. Yeah, psychopathy right there. Really, that's definitely some
Yep,
psychopathy for sure. And when you present
and
yourself like
narcissist.
that and your actions reflect otherwise, yeah, yeah,
Yep. Dark triad is Machiavellian, which would be like manipulating.
yep.
Narcissism, like you only look out for yourself, and psychopathy, you don't look out for anyone else. Sometimes not even yourself. Sometimes.
You know, this Maria Gutierrez woman, I believe she started off with good intentions, I'm pretty sure, but then
Yes, she did.
ultimately money corrupted her and everything just went down the drain just like that.
I
Yeah.
believe that because money is a green little turd.
Well, it's not really money itself that's evil, it's the way you use that money, the way you obtain it too. So
I'd rather use it by honest damn work.
I would like to obtain it via honest work.
That's good idea because even the idea someone teaches me how to work smarter, I say that's still scamming the person. I say I work hard. I don't work smart. I just work hard until I drop and then the money drops on me kind of thing. That's just the way it is.
You know, not everybody could be so lucky, you know, which is why Marie Gutierrez got herself in the situation that she's in, you know? That's
Yeah, I hope she's in the ninth circle. I would say the ninth, yeah, ninth circle of hell because she betrayed her fellow humans.
She did. She betrayed her fellow humans in the worst way possible. And
Yep,
like, gosh, if I were to ever get a vampire facial,
I hope
like,
not.
I'm really hoping if I do, hypothetically speaking, better be a professional that knows what they're doing and they're actually
Yes,
certified. Because
and
my
they got a
goodness,
brain in their freaking heads.
yeah. But we also got to remember the people subjected to her BS.
Yes, remember the human.
Yes, the stories of the people will be in Pedro Palmer's video, which we'll link in the description below.
Sounds good.
Because as I'd like to, I would rather hear more about them than this particular woman.
Yeah, about the women she screwed up.
That's right. The woman she
Hmm.
screwed up.
Okay,
Mm.
so I think it would be very safe to say that it's important to use professionals, actual professionals.
Yes, actual professionals. Most importantly, not just that, do your research on the reputation of those professionals,
Yes,
you know, as well as any possible criminal record that they may have. That is really important as well.
yes, that is important too, especially if they are malevolent human beings.
Exactly. I didn't fully prepare for this, but at the same time, I've watched a couple of videos on this prior, so better
Okay,
to have little preparation than none at all.
that's right. That's my saying in that whole thing. Is this better little than nothing at all?
All right. Now, that said and out the way, that will end this video. If you like what you guys saw, please be sure to leave a like on this video, comment down below if you want, and please subscribe to this channel for more videos and press the bell button to be notified of future uploads. And we will see you next week on Ducky and Alien.
Yes, we
Huh,
will talk.
this was not bad for our first video back on this whole Ducky Alien Files endeavors, but
That's right. That was pretty good.
somewhat of a better effort than the very first video. But then again,
Yes.
first time's not always perfect. All right.
I don't like
Well,
that.
take care, guys.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.